Honestly think that if I tried to do that, I would have lost spatial orientation and crashed. I'd already got to that point where I was so far past where I should have stopped and landed, not only because of weather, but also because of fatigue. I knew Merryfield was nearby. I'd seen it many times, and I knew it had three big tarmac runways. It was such a simple decision. I remember not even thinking twice about it. Like, that's it. I'm landing at Merryfield. I have to declare an emergency. Beep, 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 7700. Didn't hesitate. That was the only thing that I got right.
November 20 Sierra, landing runway 21, Merryfield.
You got one. She's a good girl, didn't take an extra one.
Cheeky, wasn't she? Thank you. Bye. See you next time. So 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you then. Bye.
Was that fun?
Yeah, that was really fun.
Okay.
I want to learn how to canter.
Well,
It looks
you're getting
so
experience there.
fun.
How long did you ride for today?
An hour and a half.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Auntie Maria. Happy birthday to you.
Bo daddy.
Yeah, there we go. Bo daddy.
Ciao, ciao,
Bye. So, I'm about to arrive back at Merryfield. Talk about having to jump through the hoops of the military. I mean, all of them understandable. At the moment, the wind, I've just checked at Dunkeswell, I've been up there and checked. It was 28 knots, gusting 45 across both runways. So not landable at all, not even close. But it's forecast to improve significantly later. So all I can do, the airfield closes. I can't depart unless the airfield's open. They won't let me depart. All I can do is check the plane, check the conditions, where I'm taking off and where I'm landing are okay, and then hopefully we take off before Merryfield closes at 4:45 p.m. So it's now 2:45, so 2 hours of hopefully improving wind conditions. If I take off and I can't get into Dunkeswell, my backup is Watchford Farm, because it has a runway straight into wind. I rang the owner of Watchford Farm this morning, lovely chap named Brian, who said yes, you're welcome if you need to. So it's a bit boggy. Yeah, I had to send copies of my insurance, confirmation of the plane's condition, and a lot of emails and a lot of phone calls, very, very helpful ones. I asked whether I was allowed to leave outside hours, categorical no, and I asked if I could do a diagonal takeoff at the intersection directly into wind, because there's actually 180 meters straight line, which is more than enough to get off the ground in Dusty with just me on board and this kind of wind. But that was a hard no, unfortunately. But that's the seaplane pilot in me who just prefers to take off directly into wind, because why not? So this is where you lot came to get me the other night.
Oh yes. Hey.
HMS Heron, Merryfield. It's the windsock I'm more worried about. So the nice security lady there is calling the tower. Get permission for us to drive through, and you can park next to Dusty while I am getting the plane ready. Getting the cover off the plane in this wind is going to be
Comical. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Going around.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's very, very windy. Hopefully Dusty's still there in one piece. He's still there!
Yay! Okay.
So you've been invited into the tower. Oh, look at that fire engine.
Ooh.
So here I am by the Merryfield Tower. These guys have been absolute diamonds. I cannot overstate how helpful and amazing they've been. Conditions are as expected, currently still very windy. Here it's 22 knots gusting 35, but it's improving, and it looks like the wind's going to be straight down there runway 27, so I should have a no trouble departure in an hour or so. It's still just going to be question mark about what the conditions are at Dunkeswell when I depart. Archie and Clara have been welcomed in there like celebrities and shown around, and they were even shown in the military fire engines, got inside, turned the siren on. Such a shame we couldn't film it, but obviously can't film it for obvious reasons and military property. But if you're watching this, guys, in the tower at Merryfield, thank you. Absolute gentlemen you are. You've been delightful and kind and helpful, and considering how much of a massive pain in the arse I've been for you and all of the administration guys at Yeovilton and the duty flying supervisors and the emails and everything else, I'm really sorry for having been such a massive pain in the bum. I'm looking forward to getting out of your hair, but I will remember this as a very, well, I'll remember the departure, hopefully if it's uneventful, as a really, really special day. Thank you, guys. Plane's okay so far. Big old gusts are blowing now. Hey, they're being incredibly kind and they're rearranging all kinds of stuff to let me fly out of here this evening, up to no later than about 7 o'clock. So they're just waiting for one more. So all the parties that need to agree have agreed except for the boss. Just got to wait for the boss to say okay, but they're expecting him to do it because he'd like me out of here as much as anyone else. However, it doesn't guarantee that I'm out of here because the wind is not dropping as forecast. They've just received an updated forecast and it's not dropping as expected. Bye! 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 Got some navy grub. Scran, as they call it. I can't remember the last time I met such an awesome bunch of people as the guys in the tower at Maryfield. Just had the privilege of sitting down having dinner with them. Scran, as it's called in the Navy. And now it's still breezy, but the wind has dropped. It's going to be no problem getting out of here. It's still going to be pretty challenging landing at Dunkeswell. But right now, the plane's all checked out, so we get in, start her up, warm her up, taxi to the far end of runway 27 here at Merryfield, and take off. Maybe even just do a circuit here, which I've been invited to do if I would like. That's my departure. Just got to buy time. The more time I leave it before I land at Dunkeswell, the less challenging the wind should be. There he is, my trusty flying machine. One of my favourite things in the world, wagging his tail at me in the wind. It's like getting back up in the saddle when you've been on a horse and you've fallen off. It's getting back in the saddle. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to stop talking to the camera. I'm just going to concentrate on flying. See you, Dunkeswell. Merryfield Tower, November 1320 Sierra, requesting engine start.
1320 Sierra, Merryfield Tower, startup approved.
Startup approved, November 1320 Sierra, thanks.
Right, we are going to do a flapless takeoff because of the wind. Because of the gustiness in particular of the wind. I don't want to get caught out by gusts. Merryfield Tower, November 20 Sierra, request taxi to near the threshold of runway 27 to do power checks before departure.
November 20 Sierra, taxi 27, hold, QFE 1015.
Taxi to the hold runway 27 and QFE 1015, November 20 Sierra. November 20 Sierra, holding runway 27, ready for departure.
November 20 Sierra, runway 27, clear takeoff, surface wind 280, 20 knots.
Clear takeoff runway 27, November 20 Sierra. Look at this enormous runway. I'm going to slightly diagonal to wind. Number 20 Sierra taking off runway 27. November 20 Sierra, request a left-hand circuit and low approach and go around for Dunkeswell.
November 20 Sierra, that's approved.
Oh, what a beautiful evening. Got to pass a little bit of time, get the engine up to temperature. Wow, this is the route I flew when I came in for emergency landing. Much lower. November 20 Sierra turning, final runway 27, low approach, go around.
November 20 Sierra, clear approach runway 27, surface wind 28020.
Cleared low approach, runway 27. Sierra going around.
20 Sierra.
Sierra continuing en route direct to Dunkeswell. I'll remain on your frequency if that's okay, just to let you know that I get the conditions look okay to land.
November 20 Sierra, roger, report down at Dunkeswell.
Report down at Dunkeswell 20 Sierra. I've set my second altimeter to what I think is Dunkeswell's QFE. Be interested to see if I got that right. Dunkeswell radio, Dunkeswell traffic, November 1320 Sierra, Cessna 182 inbound from the northeast, 10 miles to run. Anyone on frequency with any information about the runway wind direction on the ground would be grateful. Otherwise, I'll be approaching long final runway 22, November 20 Sierra. Picking up some turbulence over the ground. Flying over Watchford Farm, which is my alternate shortly. There's Watchford Farm. Look at that, lovely in the sunshine. Down there at my 11 o'clock. Oh yeah, it is wet. It's actually a waterlogged runway. Just to the side of the runway. I can still land there if I need to. As an alternate. There's that runway Just directly looking at the sunset is directly into wind. Dunkeswell traffic, November 1320 Sierra. 5 miles to the northeast. We're going to be doing a circuit of the airfield to assess the wind conditions before deciding on which runway to land. November 20 Sierra. At a pottery, that disused runway there, just off to our left. Dunkeswell Radio, November 20 Sierra. 1.5 mile final runway 22 for a low approach and go around just to assess conditions. So I will be doing a flapless landing. I want to change my specs because we're in the dark here and I'd like to have better vision. The wind is right across the runway, but it's looking at about 15 knots, so that's within limits. Bit gusty. November 20 going around. Actually, the wind is more down runway 35. Dunkeswell traffic, November 20 Sierra. Going to be doing a left-hand turn out of runway 22 to line up for runway 35 for low approach and go around as the wind looks to favour runway 35. November 20 Sierra, final runway 35 for a low approach and go around. I might even land actually. Brakes off, undercarriage down and fixed mixture rich fuel on both prop full forward. Down. Merryfield Town, November 20 Sierra, on the ground at Dunkeswell.
Remember my mission when I left Earl's Colne the other day? Get back in the hangar at Dunkeswell. That was the mission that I started with and failed on Friday because of my emergency. One of the things I'm trying to work out at the moment is how I can do more, how I can use flying more to promote Best Agent. Competitions, flights, flying to meetups, airfields with agents. For now, I've got to get this plane put away, get in this car, get home. There's just too much to say, I can't start now, I'll be talking for an hour. But I have really missed doing flying vlogs and personal vlogs and family vlogs on my personal channel. I really miss it. They're the ones I enjoy the most. The trouble is that they are much more time consuming, and time is the one thing I am shortest on right now, but I've got to find a way to get back in the saddle with my vlogs on this channel because I really enjoy it, and I enjoy it for myself as a video diary. I love the kids, love it. I love the feedback I get from you guys who are watching it. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.